Yeah, bridging the gap. Nyomi Banks, the goddess. Tune in. Hey yo, Black, where we at? Elements. Got a problem? What's the issue? Ask Nyomi for advice, she will bless you. Is it sex, love, or relationships? If your spirits are down, you can get a daily uplift. Just listen every word that she speaks. Setting trends with hashtags for every day of the week.
All right. It's your girl, the goddess, Nyomi Banks. And welcome to another episode of Ask Nyomi Bridging the Gap. This is what we do every week. At least we try to be here every week, giving you something spiritually, sexually, and all of that above. If you're new and you just tuning in, we like to have real good fun. You know, we be authentic in our conversations of what we talk about. We talk about love, sex, cultural differences, and so much more, while bridging the gap between them all, as well as teaching the world about sex language, attitude, and so much more. And our topic today is we're talking about, can you love another right? And when we come back, we're going to take a quick break. We're going to come back and then we're going to get deep into this conversation, because I posted this yesterday on Instagram, and let's just say it got a little heated in them comments. I just watched. I was just a voyeur on that conversation because I wanted to share what I had to say tonight. So we're going to go ahead. We're going to show some love to Sexy Is Cosmetics. We're going to be back. I'm going to introduce my boy, Dog Pound Mike. But you know, this is Ask Nyomi, Bridging the Gap. Let's go. Hey, it's your girl, the goddess, Nyomi Banks. And Sexy Is Cosmetic is our official sponsor here at Ask Nyomi Bridging the Gap. So you guys make sure you go by sexyiscosmetic.com and let them know Nyomi sent you. Get a great discount. They are naturally 100% organic, vegan. They sell everything from soap to scrubs to everything for you to keep you sexy always. Sexy Is Cosmetics. Use the code AskNyomi for a 10% discount. All right, that was Sexy Is Cosmetic. This is your girl, the goddess, Nyomi Banks, and welcome back to Ask Nyomi Bridging the Gap podcast. What's going on, Mike?
You got it. What's up, Yellow?
I know. I'm blinging in this yellow right now. I'm blinging so much. There's a glare on my glasses. So I'm going to have to take these glasses off, but I'm going to tell you where you can find these glasses. Yes, I'm doing some shameless promotion.
There you go.
You understand? I'm doing some shameless promotion. You can find these at shadegoddess.net. And these are called Legendary. These are the yellow. You see it's matching my outfit. Y'all see that? Y'all like that? But I'm going to take them off. I'm going to take them off so y'all can see deep into my eyes. Because tonight we are going deep in this conversation. And I wish that we're going to learn how to do this. We're getting used to doing this. We're going to get it. We're going to get it, because I wanted to post something up there, but we still having some little technical difficulties. You know, when you kind of independent on your things, you kind of do everything, and I don't have enough time in the day to do all of that. But I had actually, a few days ago, I received this DM from one of my boo-boos. My boo-boo sent me this message, and she asked me what my thought was on it. And I actually posted it yesterday. And when I say those comments were coming, You had a lot of people that agreed with it. You had some people that had, their opinion. And most of the ladies, they actually kept it, really classy. And I'm not gonna lie, they did. They kept it classy with some, some good energy. Mm-hmm. But my baby boo men, y'all was not liking that the women had something to say. And it wasn't that they were opposing to it. That wasn't it. But let me do this. Let me tell you what it was. Let me tell you it was a post that said, when a man is loved correctly, he can be a better man. Mm-hmm. Did y'all hear what I said? It said, when a man is loved correctly, he can be a better man. All right. So when I looked at that, and she asked me, she said, "What's your thoughts?" And I was like, "Interesting."
Mm.
I said, "Interesting." I said, "Wow." I said, let me see, because everybody might not like my answer, because I see it both ways. I see it both ways, but and there was a lot of people that was in the comments that was speaking some truth in it. The problem is that we have to stop relying on other people to make us happy.
Right.
Um, and when I say that, people will get upset and say, "Well, no, why is it when you're speaking on something positive about a man, that is always that, black women, specifically black women, come and they, kind of downplay it or whatever." But honestly, the ladies that was on there, they didn't downplay it at all. And it was a lot of men that, kind of agree, but it was mostly a lot of men that was not agreeing with it. I think it goes both ways, that if you as an individual is being loved right by the right person, then that makes them a better person. Are y'all understanding what I'm saying? Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes, I do.
All right, so let me say this, because I ain't no man. I'm a woman.
Mm-hmm.
Ha! I'm a woman. I'm not a man. So I'm gonna ask you, when hearing that or seeing that, I want to know, coming from your point of view, Dog Pound Mike, what is it that you think?
Well, you know something, it goes a little both ways for me.
Mhm.
Because it goes a little like, well, what you trying to say? I can't be a better man without a woman.
Mm-hmm.
I can be a better man on my own. But the truth of the statement, yes, a good woman in a good relationship who treats you good can make you a better self for yourself and for the relationship as well. But when it all comes back, you got to go in there being a good man to start with.
Right.
Anyway.
Right.
You got to be that real dude in the beginning before it can all happen.
Right. Right. You said before it all. So let me say this, because, and I'm going to go deep down in the comments,
Okay.
When we do social connection.
Okay.
Because it really hit that, and I want to be able to, at a point in time in these shows, is actually bring some people on that is, that want to share, and come and share their opinion, with this.
Right.
Because this is my opinion, but this is what I feel. The problem is that we have to understand that it's okay to disagree.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? It's okay to disagree. The problem is that when we do disagree upon what we're talking about, or the discussion, is that our feelings get hurt, or our egos get hurt in that process. Yes. That somebody got to be wrong or right, and that is not the case. Because when you see, if you go down to the comments from yesterday, there were some men that also said, it goes both ways.
Yes.
It's about loving a person the right way. But this is what I told Miss Charmaine. I said, you know what? It goes deeper than that, because first of all, you got to know what's the correct way to love you. So it has to start, and what we talked about in the beginning of this season was about self-love. Mm-hmm. It's about self-love. So if you know what loving is for you is right, so then you can display that to somebody else. You can teach somebody else on how to love you right, especially if you're being honest in these relationships. You understand what I'm saying? But also, with another question that was posed to me, that if you are doing everything possible in that relationship that you feel that is right, and he step out, what is that? Is that on me, or is that on him?
And that can go, and that goes both ways too, because you can be doing everything in that relationship that you feel is right, and even what he tell you is feeling right, and it go both ways, he or she, because women can step out and do the same thing. Mm-hmm. If a man loving you right, a woman can step. So the thing is, if they step out, that could be a problem just on them. Not that you do anything wrong loving them, but they just want more, or just out there just being, want more, or experimenting, or whatever you call it.
Could it be that they don't know what's they love right for them?
And that's the thing.
You understand what I'm saying?
I was going to comment when you said that earlier, because you said the statement that, what, a lot of people don't know what's right for them.
Exactly.
They don't know.
And the thing is that ones that do know is right, let me tell you something. They're ashamed. I'm gonna give you a prime example. I had a conversation this Tuesday. Talk to me Tuesday. I was talking on Sex Panther, and I was talking to this young man that called to me from, was it New York? I don't know if it was Brooklyn or Bronx, but it was one of them. It was one of them. But we were talking about he has a booty fetish. Okay. He has a booty fetish, and he kept saying, "I'm gonna clean it up." I'm gonna clean it up. So I'm like, okay, so is this something that you do? So is this something that you regularly do? Cleaning it up. Because I want to know. I want to know what's your sexual level. Let's right, talk, because right. this is what Talk to Me Tuesday is about, right? So he goes on to tell me. He said, "Well, I ain't never did it before." Well, hold on. So you want to do it with me, but you ain't did it before. You understand what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Because there's a right and a wrong way to do that. So he said, but you know how to do it, and you used to doing it. So every woman or baddie, let me not say every woman, a woman that you have been in a relationship with at this time, you never asked her or initiated that into knowing that is what you like. Right. He said, "No." I said, "Why not?" And you know what he said? He said, "Because they might think think you what? Because you is." And you understand what I'm saying?
You gotta be honest with what you do.
Exactly. Let me tell you something. Everybody is sexual beings. And let me tell you this also, and y'all gonna be like, "Naomi, stop playing." We all have some type of perversion. Mm-hmm. And what I mean with perversion, it's because it's not of what someone else might want. Can you understand what I mean by that?
I hear you.
You understand what? That's what make it perverted, because it's someone else's kink that's not someone else's kink. Right. You understand what I'm saying? So in that process, he feels like, it's better. I can share my sexual fantasies, my sexual wants and needs with you, a total stranger that I see on the films that I seen forever, rather than share that with a woman that I love, that a woman that I want to grow with. You understand what I'm saying? So how would she know how to love you right if you're not being honest on who you are?
That's true. That's true. But sometimes in relationships, men and women, because I don't work with guys, and I done heard this statement before. Yeah, I like getting head, but I don't want my wife to do it.
Right.
Because that make them look like a hoe or this or that. But you like getting it, but you don't want to see her doing it.
Exactly. All right, so a few years ago, back on Chocolate Radio, I'm gonna keep saying back on Chocolate Radio, we used to go live every week, and we used to do it on Twitch. Yeah. On Twitch, we had thousands of followers, and it was off the chain. And we had live call-ins. I remember this guy called in, and he said how he loved to be a freak. Why he step out on his wife? Because he know he can get the freakness out, but he don't want that freak in his wife. Right. And that kind of like, damn, like you don't know, she might be that freak.
Probably was. With somebody else.
You know what I'm saying? Sit down with her. Like, how you not gonna figure that? What's you getting married for if y'all can't do that shit together?
He didn't think he was a freak, but then he wondered, why the mailman at the house late at night? Mailman delivered his mail at 7 o'clock.
Right. Oh my goodness. But you understand what I'm saying?
I feel you.
So the thing is that how do we know how to love somebody right? And that's what a lot of the women were saying, and some of the men were saying, it goes both ways, that you have to have self-love with yourself. Because if you have self-love, then you can be honest with whoever you with.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? When you have self-love, you can be honest with whoever you are with.
That's what it comes down to.
It does. And the thing is that if they can't accept you for who you are, then it's okay. It's okay. It's okay for y'all to go separate ways, because now they know who you are. You know who you are. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah. Do y'all understand what I'm saying?
Or they may be like, that's not me, but you can go do that. Just come back home.
Okay, that's a whole nother. That's a whole nother situation. That's a whole nother situation. But if that is a part of your thing, and you good with that,
Right.
and you really good with that, then be that and do that. But if not, then it's time to move on.
Mm-hmm.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And so it's like we can't look for others to, you know, that Jerry Maguire said, "You complete me. You complete me." I remember younger, growing up, watching that movie, and I was like, "Oh, I want somebody to complete me."
Mm.
I learned, no, can't nobody complete this. Do you understand how crazy this is? How bold this is? How, as you see, the bright as my outfit is, this is me. Can't nobody complete that. But what they can do is they can add on to it. They can accessorize it.
Right.
They can accessorize it. So I'm feeling like another love from somebody else because only accessorize what you already have within yourself.
Mm-hmm.
So not looking for somebody else. It was something my mama used to always tell me: treat people the way you want to be treated. So if I know I want to be treated a certain way, I'm gonna treat that person just the way I want to be treated.
Right.
You understand? So I look for you, but the thing is that not only do I show you, but I also tell you what it is that I want, what it is that I desire. You understand what I'm saying? Because I understand that there are no one is our mind readers.
Oh, no.
Nobody. No. You know, the funny thing is people can say things with their mouth, but their body language will show us something totally different.
Mm-hmm.
Will show something totally different. And they be like, oh yeah, I understood. I got you. I know. And the body saying, hell no, I'm not doing that shit. But you understand what I'm saying? You understand what I'm saying? And you know, I'm loving this because y'all in the comments and y'all going back and forth. And I'm going to hit y'all up in a minute. I'm going to hit y'all up in a minute. We're going to talk about this, you know, when we get, but I'm on the roll and I'm just talking because I'm feeling good. You know what I'm saying? And I knew, I was so happy when you gave me this right here. I was like, oh, we going to talk about this. We're going to talk about this. And then when we posted, and I was just sitting there being a voyeur and just watching them comments go like, woo. Somebody even said, FOH, get the fuck out of here. I was like, oh. I said, what did she say wrong? Because she didn't say nothing wrong. She just told them about self-love. And let me tell you something. People hate to hear somebody else tell them about self-love. They hate to hear the truth. They hate to hear the truth.
Preach, goddess.
They hate to hear the truth. Y'all better be self-loving yourselves. For real. Y'all know that post I put up this morning about I'm a fan of me? I'm a fan of myself. Hell yeah, I'm a fan of me. I'm a fan of the words that I speak. I'm a fan of the words that I say. I'm a fan of my sexuality. I'm a fan of my spirituality. I'm a fan of me being transparent for you guys to understand and see me. Because also each one of you that are out there, you see yourself in me too, as I see in you. And I don't know if you understand that. That sounds like one of my aunties saying, but that is real. You understand what I'm saying? Y'all understand? Y'all see it's bright. Y'all see that shine over there? Y'all better go get some shade goddess to block this shine because I am on one tonight. I am on one tonight. And it's about y'all, man, let me do this. I need to drink me a little water and sip on my little martini. We're going to take a quick break. We're going to come back. We're going to come back with some social content, social connection, as well as, you know, we're going to go into the comments. We're going to go into the comments and we're going to talk about it. We're going to do all of that. All right. This is your girl, the goddess Nyomi Banks, here on Ask Nyomi Bridge the Gap with my boy, Dog Pound Mike. We're taking a break. We will be back.
Let's I want to play for so long. I need to tell you. Unless you talking numbers, we ain't speaking about the right things. Switch up on my nigga for a figure, that's not like me. Baddie with a body in the lobby, she like nice things. She used to know me then, she like me now, that's funny timing. Eyes been on that prize, I cop that crib for that timepiece. I'm trying to see the globe and sell out shows.
All right. It's your girl, the goddess Nyomi Banks, here on Ask Nyomi Bridging the Gap podcast, where we are live every Thursday, unless I'm sick. Sorry, y'all, unless I'm sick. But if you missed the live show, you can always catch us streaming on Fridays from iRadio, iHeartRadio, Apple Podcast. You know, you could come on in here and you can say some stuff, Mike. Yeah, Spotify, you know, all those streaming. And see, let me tell you something, what I need y'all to do. What I need y'all to do for me, I need y'all to go over there to them streaming networks. And I need y'all to write down a review. Say you like it. Say you like it. Say, I like y'all. I like what y'all saying. Yep. You know, for real. And tell somebody. Say, y'all need to come on over here. We having a party over here with drinks and all.
Damn, I'm drinking tonight.
Right. All right. But before the break, I told you guys that we were going to do our social connection. So let's get it. Our social connection. Yes, I like that social connection. Oh, I like that little ting over there. All right, so as I said before, I had posed the question, when a man is loved correctly, he becomes a better man. And it says, reason again, let me say something. It did not originally come from me.
Right, okay.
It did not originally come from me. And this is what I posted yesterday. And mind you, I did not give my 2 cents on it. I said, hey, my sexy people. I said, what's your thoughts? And left it like that, right? So I had comments. I had people agree. The beautiful Miss Lisa Daniels say 100. Roll Love said cosign. Sissy Boy Slut said agreed. Also replace man with sissy boy and still is true statement. You know, so a lot of people say there was true statements in fact. But then there were some people that was like, wait, hold on. No, it goes both ways. But this young lady said, yes, when he loves himself correctly, then he's a better man. Love shouldn't come from an outside source. I agree with that. In that process of her saying that, she actually ruffled some feathers.
Yep.
She ruffled a whole bunch of feathers. And the one guy, he just really went off. He said, what makes you say it shouldn't come from an outside source? If that was the case, God wouldn't have given his children the ability to love. He said, love comes from with oneself. No, that's what she says. She says back to him, love comes with oneself. If you need something from someone to make you feel happy, then you're not aligned. It is not a woman's job to make a man love himself or be better. Those are conditions. Y'all put way too much pressure on a woman. Geez, make yourself happy, sir. All right, so listen. All right. So in her delivery or coming back from that conversation, I think, so let me tell you something. When you're reading a text and when you're reading something on there, we automatically feel attention, especially if someone is not agreeing on what we say. Right, yeah. So we put our own emotions on those words that somebody else had written. You understand what I'm saying? So this sister was coming him like, baby, that's what I'm saying is that you have to love yourself and not depend on somebody else to love you. You know what I'm saying? Because if you depended on somebody else to love you and make you happy and make you a better man, so if you're not with that person, what kind of man are you?
Right, exactly.
You understand what I'm saying? But that go for women too.
Exactly. Yeah.
That go for women too. And that's why in that statement, you know, I was like, wow, this is so, it divides. It makes a division. You understand what I'm saying? It makes a division between sexes. You know, especially when it comes to the Black community. And that's one thing that guy said, as well as he said that, what did he say? He said, see, this is the problem with Black men and Black women is that we always opposed to each other, where we shouldn't have. And in that case, he right. Because in this situation, this should be a bridging gap moment. And that's why I put it up there. Because it is a very provoking topic and conversation that people need to be truthful on. You know what I'm saying? We have to stop trying to be out here trying to find some love, and we don't even love ourselves. We're looking for you to make me happy. You're looking for him to make you happy, for her to make you happy. But then you're not happy with yourself. You can't be in a room by yourself. You can't go on vacation by yourself. You can't go shopping by yourself. You can't do none of those things by yourself.
And you know, something else with that too is not only, you know, doing everything by yourself, but you have to get in the gist of, you can't let society rule and dictate what love is. You know, and that's the big thing. A lot of people look at society and they judge it from there.
Mm-hmm.
They can be a freak, they can be by themselves, they can do whatever. But then when you go outside, okay, I gotta have this woman on my arm for, you know, because it looks good when we go to the store, when we do this to do that. No, you can't let society judge who you are in your sexual ways or your spiritual ways.
Exactly. But that is where self-love comes into play.
Yes, because you can be by yourself.
Right. That's what self-love. Let me say something. I had this conversation with my middle baby. My middle baby, she's in college right now. And, you know, she has a boyfriend, they're in love and all these other things. I'm not telling her business, but I'm telling her business. So I've always told her, when you're in a relationship with somebody, you have to be accountable for their feelings. Mm-hmm. You understand what I'm saying? Some people might not agree with me, but my thing is that when you are into a committed relationship with somebody and you sit and you have conversation, you making an agreement with each other. You understand what I'm saying? I'm agreeing to be in your life as you are agreeing to be in mine. We are agreeing to share intimate moments. And I'm not talking about sex. I'm talking about just being in each other's presence. Mm-hmm. That's an intimate moment. You understand what I'm saying? Just being in someone's presence. We can just, right now, we had an intimate moment. Right now, I am in your presence. When y'all talking right here in the chat, that is in my presence. You understand what I'm saying? So this is an intimate moment I have. So even when we're talking and y'all conversating right here, I'm making my responsibility to make sure that you understand what I'm saying. You might agree with what I'm saying, but you understand what I'm saying. And we can respectfully leave this show and say, oh, we bridged the gap a little bit. I understand a little bit what Nyomi said. I understand a little bit with whatever his name is or her name is, right. You know, understand. And it helps in that manner. So what I tell her is that don't look for no one to complete you. I'm going back to what I said before. Don't look for anyone to complete you. You know what? Don't look for that. Be able to love yourself so much that whoever comes is an added accessory to it. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's an added accessory to your love. So then that ain't nothing but full love. You and your man or you and your woman walking and don't nobody see but love. You know what I'm saying? Real honest love, that they don't care what you do. He can be sitting there with his hands all in your pants while y'all walking down the street and she don't care. You understand what I'm saying? That don't caring about nobody else. And that's what you want. But you can't do that if you're depending on somebody else to love you right. Mm-hmm. Well, you ain't told them how to love you. Right. You didn't tell them the correct things to do to love you.
And a lot of people don't tell because they don't know.
There you go. There you go. There you go. Seriously. All right, so let's go to the comments because I see. Miss Charmaine said relationships should be 100, not 50-50. Okay. I'm going to agree with you on this one. And let me tell you why. Because I used to always say relationships are 50-50. So that means that we only bring it into that relationship 50% of us. I understand that now. So if you would have asked me, 10, 15 years ago, I'm like, we 50-50 in this, baby. Mm-hmm. So he thinking like, yeah, you only giving me 50. I only got to give you 50%. So we're not whole. We're not being whole in our relationship because we only giving a half of who we are. Mm. So maybe that is why relationships are not happening. Maybe that is why relationships are not successful. That's why people say, well, Nyomi, how can you have a relationship? How can you talk about relationship when you did porn, you did this, you did that? Because I can. Because I came in my relationship 100%. I came in my relationship truthful and honest of who I am. Porn ain't me. See, that's where y'all got confused. That's what y'all get confused, because porn is not me. It's not. It ain't. Porn is just about this much of my life. But what it did do was taught me about my sexuality.
Mm-hmm.
You understand what I'm saying? It taught me not to be ashamed of being a sexual being. That's what it taught me.
And that's the thing. Everybody's sexual being, but most people's sexual being in shame. And that's for people who ain't doing porn. They still in shame. Everyday people are in shame of sex.
Yes.
You know?
Yes, the very thing that we were brought on this earth with, we are ashamed. You know what I'm saying? So, and let me be honest. Let me be honest. There is some things and some kinks that I won't do, would never do, because that's not me.
Mm-hmm.
And I ain't gonna lie. Somebody might send me some stuff and I'm looking at him like, huh? Oh, that ain't me, baby. And I have to check myself before I stand in judgment of them.
Right.
Because I'm doing of a human nature thing of, this one guy, and I'm gonna be honest, and I'm gonna bleep this, but he sent me a message on OnlyFans and asked me, "Can I eat your sugar honey iced tea?" I said, "No, nope." He said, "Why nope?" And in my mind, I was like, "Cause that's nasty." You understand? Because that's nasty. It's nasty for me. It's nasty to me. So I'm not going to do it. That ain't sexy to me. But I just told him no. Because if that's your thing, you can find somebody that do stuff like that.
Right.
But it ain't me. You know what I'm saying? It's not me. And I don't want to shame that person, but it's just, that's not me.
Right. Right. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
but that the thing is it's people for people out there. It's somebody for everybody out there. You know, you'll find that person, and it may turn both of y'all on. You know.
Yeah.
But it ain't for everybody.
It's not. It's not for everybody. But I'm being honest and real. And what I say is that let me say, I am human. I am not perfect. So I do have, and I have double standards when it comes to things, especially when it comes to my family members, which is wrong on my part. And I'm going to say it because I have to stop putting my expectations for others on them. Because my expectations ain't none of their business.
Mm-hmm.
You understand what I'm saying? So in that sense, and like, well, how did that go in with the loving each other? Because we put too much expectations on others of what we feel they should be to us.
Right. Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So instead of you telling them what it is and they being honest and say, well, I can and I cannot do this.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's the thing. That's the thing. Well, I want to take a break because I am burning up right now. I am. We're going to take a break. We're going to come right back. This is your girl, Ask Nyomi, Bridging the Gap. I'm going to come back to the comments. Let's do this. Let's take this break. Hey, it's your girl, the goddess Naomi Banks. And Sexy Is Cosmetic is our official sponsor here at Ask Nyomi, Bridging the Gap. So you guys make sure you go by sexyiscosmetic.com and let them know Naomi sent you. Get a great discount. They are naturally 100% organic, vegan. They sell everything from soap to scrubs to everything for you to keep you sexy always. Sexy Is Cosmetics. Use the code Ask Naomi for a 10% discount.
Flex up. Hey, that's her. I want to play for so long. I need to tell you, I need to unless you talking numbers, we ain't speaking about the right things. Switch up on my nigga for a figure, that's not like me. Baddie with a body in the lobby, she like nice things. She used to know me then, she like me now, that's funny timing. Eyes been on that prize, I copped that crib for that timepiece. I'm trying to see the globe and sell out shows.
All right, it's your girl, the goddess Naomi Banks here, and I'm back here on Ask Naomi, Bridging the Gap podcast. What's going on, Dog Pound Mike?
Woohoo! He getting heated in here.
Man, it's so high over
In
here,
every way.
up in here. You know, it's like 110 degrees here.
Hot Vegas. Hot Vegas.
It's hot. But I hope you guys tune in every week to my girl India Morel over there at Down House Radio. Like I said, she got something hot going on every week with Down House Radio. I think it's hot topic or hot something. Baby, please, forgive me, but y'all saw it. Y'all saw it. But make sure you go over there and show her some love, because it's all about supporting each other, right?
Yes, it is.
All right, so here we go with Ask Naomi Bridging the Gap. We about to go to the comments, because this is something that I love. I love to be very interactive with my audience. You know what I'm saying? I'm not even gonna call y'all my audience. Y'all part of the co-host. Y'all part of
y'all the dog pound crew.
All right, what's going on, Spider Moose? Hey, James. Hey, Jeffrey. Hey, Charmaine, baby. I see Mr. Radical that's in the house. Hey, Mr. Radical Brian. Joseph. Hey, baby, Joseph. I'm just seeing. I see Mark. Hey, baby. How you doing, honey? All right, so let's go to some comments real fast. Mike might be kind of slow on a trigger, but Mr. Jeffrey said, I give relationship 110%, but the other not doing the same. That's why mine didn't work. Maybe you should save that 10% for yourself.
There you go.
Really? Because if you're doing 110%, then that means they're only doing maybe 90.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Remember, was it last week or week before last, we said equally yoked?
Equally yoked, yeah.
Equally yoked?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You understand that, Jeffrey? All right, so Radical Brian says, sometimes it is best to be with yourself unless someone is on your level. That is so true. And we talked about that in our last show about dating on different levels.
Different levels.
A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J. And I think, where you at? What's your alphabet? What's yours?
Oh, me? I told you, it's according to where I'm at and what time of the week it is, I told you, I can be on the XYZ, but I can go get me an ABC. It's according about the situation. I'm flexible. I'm all 26 of them.
But actually, this had been a big topic, is dating outside of your level.
Your level, yeah.
Dating outside of your level. And a lot of people get offended by it, but we have to speak in truth. There's a video that's going around right now that this other young lady, she speaks very, very well. She has millions. Her thing is that, and she comes from a very sympathetic point of view, empathy.
Okay.
Empathy, point of view with hers is like, I know what I desire and what I want. I know what my taste level is. I know what I want. So if I'm dating a guy that level of money that he's getting is below mine, I'm gonna feel bad if I go spend $300 just on my meal. You understand what I'm saying? But when I go with you, say you make $50,000, $60,000, $70,000 a year, I'm gonna feel bad that you get ready to spend $600 on that, because it's $300 for me, $300 for you. And I'll be damned if I'm gonna sit there and watch you watch me eat, because you ain't eating because you don't have money.
Right.
I'm just saying. So in that aspect, I kind of understood what she mean and what she say by that. But what people get wrong is that they will call her instantly a gold digger.
Right.
And she not wanting your money. She just want to be able to enjoy
what she enjoys.
The same thing. The thing is too is that you have some men that are very manly men that wants to take care of things, which is ain't nothing wrong with that. But when you step up to a relationship with somebody that is there and you're not in that league, then you have to understand that. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
for sure. But the thing is, even going back to those levels, I mean, those levels not only about money. Sometimes, like we were talking about before, those levels about sex. If you're in a relationship with someone and it's all good, but you want different things sexually, and one person is not on that sex level, then where do we go from there?
Right. Right. All right. Go to Mark. Mark saying something I like. I'm seeing that, Mark. I hear you. Mark said giving each other 100%. Well, some days it can be 120-80, and other days it can be 80-120. Nothing wrong with that. Not every day is the same. Sometimes you need more from that other person. And you know what? You absolutely right. But Maybe I'm being a little biased in this situation because I've spoken to Jeffrey quite a few times, but that's not what he said. What he said is that I give 110% and it ain't work for me. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So in the process, it's always been an upside down for him.
Exactly.
You understand what I'm saying? But I like what you're saying, Mark. I like that. I like what you're saying.
You know, and then even when you talk about that 100, it is about giving 100% of yourself into that relationship.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and sometimes it'll be on there some because in every relationship, I believe you have a dominant person.
Mm-hmm.
You have a person that plans things, do things, take the initiative, and do things like that. So, but even that person that's not doing all that, you still gotta give 100% of who you are in that relationship.
Right.
You know?
Right. I hear you. Right. All right. Knox Q was saying, he said, I was thinking money is not important in love. You know what, baby? I was too. And I'm just going to be very honest. Let me tell you something. One of the biggest reasons why divorce is happening is because of financials.
Yep.
Because of finances. You know what I'm saying? I guess for me, if I always said that I wanted to build something with someone, you understand what I'm saying? That we are on the same level and we're working to become this multi-billion billion-dollar company. Mm-hmm. You understand what I'm saying? So if you don't have the money to do, you damn well better have the work ethic. You damn better have the vision to be bigger than who you are. You understand what I'm saying? You know, and that's the thing. There's a lot of times that people get stuck in where they are at, and they're fine with that, which is fine. Because guess what? There are people for you. You know what I mean?
I know what you mean.
Okay, go ahead.
So my thing is he may be right. Money may not be important in love, but it's so important in like. Because when you meet somebody, you liking them. And if you know where your level is of what you want and what you need while y'all in that liking stage, and those ain't there, then that ain't the person you need to be with. You know, it's upset. You know, but then you take it to where you said if it's other things that come to the table and we building this together, now that's a different thing.
Right.
But a lot of people, if you in there for the money, you should find it out when you liking that person.
Mm-hmm.
And if you like that person enough, broke, then in love it don't matter.
Right.
But money is very important when you like it.
Right. But you know what? Let me tell you this. I've seen some very successful, as people would say, and I'm not gonna say broke, because yesterday I said we are not broken. We're not broke. Mm-hmm. They not broke. They're in their financial lane, or in where they are, and they're good with that. Mm-hmm. You understand what I'm saying? But when you start to date certain people that are in a certain class or want to be in a certain class, or you know, then you have to change your vision on where you trying to go.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? You can't go into somebody's relationship and try to slow them down to be back down on your level.
Right.
And that goes for both men and women, because you got a lot of women that probably ain't even got an apartment living with their mama trying to get a baller.
Yeah.
So how you trying to get a baller and you living in your mama house or in your basement? So this go both ways.
Yeah.
So you, young lady, is dating outside of your, your thing. What you got? What you got bringing to the table? This goes both ways.
They say, I got Instagram.
You got 1 million followers, and tell that 1 million followers, tell everybody give you $1. You can tell me everybody give you $1 and everybody give you $1.
See,
that's $1 million.
They don't want everybody to give them $1. They want that one baller to give them $1 million.
No. You stupid. You stupid. You that's just, man. You're right, Radical. Women do love successful men and not freeloaders. But you know what? And honestly, let me say this. And this guy passed away. Matter of fact, we talked about him a little bit in the last show. Mm-hmm. And after we left that show, seriously, Kevin Samuels passed away. I'm gonna be honest. I was not feeling his technique of how he was speaking to these women.
Right.
Even though some of the things that he was saying I said some, listen, y'all. I said some of the things that he was saying was true. So I had to do my research on him more and come to find out that he was doing the same thing to men in the beginning. But it wasn't giving that much traction.
Right.
See, that's what got me messed up, because it wasn't getting that much traction when he was giving it to the men. But once he was degrading Black women, that's when everything started blowing up and popping.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so you got to look at the people that's watching this like, damn. So we're going to celebrate him dissing a Black woman, but when he was talking about the Black man, we ain't want to hear it.
Right.
So that means our society is messed up.
Always has been.
I mean, we know that, but we really know. So us Black women that's out there, look how society look at us.
Mm-hmm.
Man, let me stop. For real.
That's going to go to a whole nother topic.
To a whole nother topic. Look at Spider Moose, baby. You said by now, Nyomi, I know this sounds corny. The love of a good woman is priceless, even to a baller. Mm-hmm. You know, you're right. I think could you put that back up? You took it away from me too much. You took it away from me too fast. Thank you. And it's not corny. I think a love from a good person is priceless. Mm-hmm. You understand what I'm saying? I think the love from a good person is priceless. It is. The problem is, and even in your statement, it might sound corny. What's corny? Being loved by somebody? No. Somebody loving you the right way, that's corny? For weeks, months, years. Folks been calling, what's his name? Sierra husband. Russell Wilson. They've been calling him corny, a square, all of those things because he prayed with his wife. Mm-hmm. He loved on his wife. He protects his wife. He prays his wife. But because he's not dogging her out, or he not sleeping with nobody, or he not doing this, he corny. Or he is square. Mm-hmm. Like, where we do that at? How can we condemn somebody from loving somebody right?
You know, so I'll be honest. You know where we do that? We do that on social media. We do that on a whole lot of people just sitting back, ain't got nobody, typing up stuff on social media. That's where it comes from. Because he said he didn't have sex with Sid until they got married. Mm-hmm. You know, he put out there, he cherished her, he does everything. But in the society, in the social, that's corny. That they feel that is corny because she used to date a rapper that did all kinds of crazy stuff. Right.
But which kind of tell her what her worth is. You understand what I'm saying? Yes, you know, sometimes we have to go through bullshit to know what bullshit is. You know what I'm saying? To know how to get away from that. Yeah. And so that's something that she had to do.
And that's true. If you know what bullshit is, you're going to accept it.
Right. Accept it. All right. So I see Mr. Mark. Mr. Mark said women love too much money, but that ain't love. That is loving herself, but not loving each other. Okay. So let me tell you this. I seen a lot of men out there that love money too.
Oh, yeah.
And if you don't love money, then there's something wrong because we need money to survive. Do you know how much gas is right now? Mm-hmm. Do you know how much gas is? Do you know how much food is? I was just in Walmart the other day. I said, Walmart lost their mind. Mm-hmm. Really? Really? So let me say this, and I'm going to be honest. Mark, I want to know what type of women that you're looking for and you're looking at. You understand what I'm saying? You understand what I'm saying? So the women that want like money, and you've been on here for a minute, so you heard me say even to the women and to the men, you have to stop looking that's outside of what you're doing or what you're trying to do. Right. For yourself. Not looking to go get with Rick Ross and you ain't get you working at Walmart, but you want to hop on that, but you ain't got no talent to be able to. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And vice versa.
You know, everybody looking for. I mean, some people, can't say everybody. Some people are looking for what they feel that easy way out is.
Yeah.
But sometimes being with somebody that got money on that's not the easy way out at all.
Yeah.
You know? And sometimes shit gets hard.
Right. And that's the thing is that when shit do get hard, is that person gonna be there with you when that shit get hard?
Exactly.
Are they gonna be there to help you clean that shit up? You know what I'm saying? Are they gonna be down there getting their hands dirty right along with you? Mm-hmm. And then when you get up and everything is clean as everything, are they still gonna be there, or they gonna leave and go? You know, and this is the thing, and I'm coming from a woman's point of view. I'm coming from watching women do things that it's been on both ends of things that relationship have broken up because of financials.
Oh yeah, all the time.
You understand what I'm saying?
All the time.
And a lot of times people misuse people to get where they're going. Mm-hmm. And I don't know, it's this saying that you got to watch out who you build stuff with. You do. You got to watch out who you build stuff with. Because the very thing that you building is something that they can take away from you. And I know people say, oh, they can't take away because it wasn't meant for you. Yeah, you're right in some sense of that. But let's keep it real. That would piss me the hell off. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean? All right, let's go back to the comments because I see some things going on over here. Hey, Miss T Brown, I see you. Ruben X, I see you. Let's see. Can we see something? All right, everyone needs money, but money shouldn't be the main focus. Money doesn't mean love. You just came in. We know that, but money is the thing. No, it shouldn't be. But it should be one of the main sources.
Yeah, you know something? Money has to be one of the main sources in the relationship because it is about, you know, what you guys do together, what you trying to build together. Just even the common things that you do in a relationship, going out, doing things, getting to know each other. You're gonna need that money to do it, but it shouldn't be the main focus. But it is a focus.
It is a focus. Exactly. It is a focus. It is a focus. Where are we going now?
We're going to a comment that Spider Moose made. I guess this is about Russell Wilson.
All right. Mr. Spider Moose, he said he sounds like a simp. Speaking, what is a simp? What is a simp? S-I-M-P. What's a simp? Somebody tell me what a simp is. What's a simp? Because I'm gonna tell you, in my Southside Chicago thoughts in my mind, it's a simple MF. But that means that their thought pattern is simple.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? But I want to know what's a simp. School me, Spider-Man. School me on what a simp is. I need to know. I want to know.
And you know something? And I would like to hear other people, but the thing, you just simple but sometimes simple is the best way to be.
For some people, it is.
For some people. And it's all about what you need in your life at that time.
Yeah.
And maybe that's what Sierra needed in her life at the time.
Exactly.
Somebody who was simple and real.
Right. I remember hanging out with, and early on, midway in my career in the adult industry, I used to hang around with, certain people, and they used to do some things, and this is on personal things, and I didn't, and they be like, "Oh, Nyomi, you a square," and I used to say, "Hell yeah," like a dollar bill. You understand what I'm saying? Like, call me whatever you want. That is me. No, I don't do drugs, so call it what it is. No, I don't roll like that. Call me what it is. But I'm sitting here with my mind right. I'm sitting here with a glow. Y'all know I'll be 49 years. I don't look it, do I? Huh. You understand why? So as I'm living, my life is clean. I'm not calling y'all no names, but y'all calling me names because I don't do the things that you do. So that's why I want to know what a simp is. What is a simp?
Okay, here go. He says silly or foolish person.
Okay, in what? So okay, because I'm only getting here and there because it's a lot of comments, and so I don't go. So are you telling me that a simp is a person that's doing foolish person? So what is his foolishness? What is Russell? Were you talking about Russell Wilson in that? Where Spider Moose go?
Oh, and Spider Move said this is Spider Move's version of simp.
A desperate doormat.
Okay, so we're talking about a guy who's making $30-40 million a year, has a beautiful wife, kids, and doing something he set out to do in his life. And I don't understand how you're a desperate doormat.
Right. So where I guess that's so now we in a relationship.
Yeah, we are.
We in a relationship now, Spider Moves. We in a relationship. So where in this relationship that you see him being a desperate doormat? When you was over their house last week, sitting in the living room while watching TV with them, what did Sierra do to make that man feel like that he was a doormat and he was desperate? Tell me. I want to know.
Exactly.
Where? I'm waiting.
Exactly. You know something?
I'm waiting. You know, I love me some, but I love him because I think he come in and he say things because he like to give me a little arouse a little bit, you know.
He just trying to work. He's trying to
right.
work.
But I want to know.
You know, cause I even read a statement last week that Sierra posted up, and she said he just got traded to Denver, and she said moving to Denver was hard for me because when I rehearsing, the elevation is so high that it wasn't good for me. But then she said, but I had to get used to it. So here goes Spider Moose.
All right, here you go, Spider Moose. I see you, baby. You said I don't know the guy, but how you described him, he sounded like a mark for his more experienced girlfriend wife. Okay, so all right. Ooh. See, let me tell you something. This
Have you seen Sierra?
No, let me tell you something. If you guys didn't know, Russell Williams had a whole fiance even before he got with Sierra. Right. You understand what I'm saying? He had a whole fiance. But I cannot see how you see him as being a mark or and what I was doing, Spider Moose. Let me get this right. And I don't know if I'm breaking up on y'all end or you didn't hear me. I said what other people were speaking of him.
Right.
Because he was treating his woman with respect. That he was loving his wife. So let me ask you this, because you say that she's not deserving, the experience, mark on his more experienced girlfriend or wife. What makes her more experienced? Tell me, what makes her, because she had a baby with Future?
I don't know, right? Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? I mean, I don't know what. This the thing. What are we really talking about?
And here go a doormat comment. Is that what a doormat is?
A doormat is someone who wants sex with you, but a shy. You know what? That's something new. I'm gonna have to go look, but I think what a doormat is. I think it's that little piece of thing that's on. I got one on my front that say welcome, and you stand on it, and you open the door, and they walk on in. Actually, I got some stuff down there, some nice little herbs and stuff to block, that bad energy people. That's my doormat. That is my doormat. You know what, Radical Brian? So let me say this. He said, Nyomi, I have been criticized for being a simp so long, and it hurts me so bad to this day. Let me tell you something. I don't like the word simp. I don't like anybody calling somebody something because there's something that they can't do. You understand what I'm saying? There is something that you can't love or treat somebody as. So let me say this too. I saw somebody say it's when a man is giving to a woman and not receiving anything back. So If you as a man is giving so much to a woman and you are not receiving anything back and you're complaining about it, why be in that relationship?
Yeah, exactly.
You don't have no self-love for yourself to make that, so you don't need to be in that relationship. Okay, I understand that aspect of it. But if you ain't heard that man complain about his wife,
Exactly.
if you ain't see any of his actions on social media or anything that he's complaining that, then we can't call him that.
Exactly.
You understand what I'm saying? Because, and I'm gonna be honest, I'm gonna be very candid. People say, now when you in a relationship, he a simp. I would never. How you gonna call? You don't know what we do. You don't know what we agreed upon. You don't know what our choices is of what going on with us. Because you won't do it, that's in your relationship. But again, we would never be in a relationship together. You would never be in a relationship with somebody that is open with their sexuality thing, because that's not your cup of tea. But in the process, I'm not going to call you less than, you understand what I'm saying? So why would you down another man for loving somebody for them? Y'all understand what I'm saying?
Exactly. We don't know their relationship. But can I go back and forth with Spidey Move for a minute?
Yeah, you can.
Because Spidey Move said, Mike said the guy had no sex until he was married.
No. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
And I didn't say that unless he talking about another Mike. And then he goes back and says, a doormat is someone who lets them walk all over you. Let me tell you something, Spider Moose. If Sierra was walking over me, if she was sitting on my face, if she hit her foot all on me, that's good. Bring it on. Have you seen her? Hell yeah. Walk on me, baby. Anytime you want. You probably need somebody walking on you, Spider Moose.
Right. But let me say this. What he was saying is that what he did was he did not have sex with her.
Right.
Until they got married.
Exactly.
So you have a lot of people that choose to, the person who they are truly serious about, they want to connect with them more without having that sexual connection.
Exactly.
They want to make sure that they know who that person is, before they take that next level. Because let's be honest, when you bring sex into a relationship, it does cloud your judgment of people. I'm just going to be honest. Because the dick or the can be so damn good, you don't care about how nobody treats you.
Exactly.
You understand what I'm saying? So in that process, he was like,
let's do it this way.
Let's do it this way. Let's connect on a whole nother level. Let's connect on a whole nother level.
It's about their relationship.
Yeah.
They look happy from what I know. I ain't been to the house, but from what I see, they looking happy.
I'm going to go with Spider Moose. Spider Moose, hit me up. I want to go over their house with you.
Right. Spider Moose be on there next week.
Right. But for real, thank you guys so much. This show was very, 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 it was very good. It was very entertaining.
Yes, it was.
We were being so real and authentic. Even y'all, my co-hosts are out there, talking to me. Can you go back to the comments so I can see who they are and I could call them out? One of our biggest co-hosts over there is Mr. Spider Moose. All right, James, Ruben X, Nax, Mark, Charmaine, T. Brown. Let me see. Michael Pennick, I see you. Let's keep going. Yes. Radical Brian, Joseph Tanner. Let me see. Yes. All right. I want to thank you all. Yoshi Cooks. I want to just thank you all for just coming in. Doorman Daddy, and just coming back here every week just with us and just supporting us through as we continue to grow. You understand what I'm saying? My true thing is for us not to love or hate one another, but understand where we're going and get a better understanding. And even though I get a little riled up at sometimes, that because I talk with passion. You know what I'm saying? And when I say be good to one another in yourselves, that's what I truly mean. That is what my prayer is for everyone. My prayer is always for us to heal. Us to heal. For whoever has done us wrong and who we've done wrong, is to heal from that process. As well as to find these provocative topics and situations and things of that. And we come here and we talk about it. Well, I can understand y'all and y'all can understand me. You understand what I'm saying? Y'all understand what I'm saying? So that was what Ask Naomi Bridget and got in. We talk about everything from sex, relationship, cultural differences, sexuality, spirituality. This is where you can be real, raw, and authentic, and hope that when you leave from here, you can go sit down with your man or your woman or your boo, and you can sit down and have those real, raw conversations with them and not be shamed. You know what I'm saying? None of that. Okay? All right, so what I want you to do is make sure you guys like, subscribe, and share if you haven't. Make sure you go over to iHeartRadio, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts, all of those. And go over there and say, hey, we like it. Mm-hmm. No, keep going. Good job. Matter of fact, if you don't have no, go and share it. Go and share it. All right. So we will see y'all next week. This is your girl, the goddess, Naomi Banks, Ask Naomi Bridget Cap, Dog Pound Mike.
Yep.
All right, we out. Keep it sexy.
Hey, it's the goddess Naomi Banks. And I hope you enjoyed that last episode of Ask Naomi Bridget the Cat. And if you did, please like, subscribe, press that notification button, as well as comment. I'll see you next week. Keep it sexy.
Ask Naomi Bridget the Cat. This is where we talk about love, sex, relationships, cultural differences, and so much more.